Actor Chadwick Boseman died at the age of 43 following a private 4-year battle with colon cancer. He's perhaps best known for his groundbreaking role right here in Black Panther, a watershed moment for African-American filmmakers and audiences alike.
Hollywood has always been a land of dreams, where stars shine bright. However, the tragic loss of some actors leaves a void that's often hard to fill. In this video, we will explore the lives of 25 Hollywood actors who left us too soon, leaving an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Number 1. Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was an Australian actor who captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. Born in Perth in 1979, Ledger rose to prominence with films like 10 Things I Hate About You and A Knight's Tale. His portrayal of Ennis Del Mar in Brokeback Mountain earned him critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination. However, it was his role as the Joker in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight that became his legacy.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Ledger died on January 22, 2008, due to an accidental overdose of prescription medications just a few months before the film's release. Ledger was known for fully immersing himself in his roles, often altering his voice, posture, and even his thought patterns to become the character he portrayed. Off the screen, he was known for his laid-back Australian demeanor and love for his daughter Matilda, whom he had with actress Michelle Williams. Ledger's death shocked the world, and his loss was felt deeply in both Hollywood and international cinema. His roles continue to be celebrated, and he remains one of the most iconic actors of his generation. Number 2. River Phoenix. River Phoenix was an American actor who showed immense promise from a young age. Born in Madras, Oregon in 1970, Phoenix gained attention for his role in the coming-of-age film, Stand By Me. He was lauded for his depth and sensitivity, rare in actors so young. His life took a tragic turn on October 31, 1993, when he collapsed and died outside the Viper Room, a Hollywood nightclub, due to a drug overdose. He was just 23 years old. Phoenix was a highly versatile actor, with a range that spanned from comedy to intense drama. His ability to portray complex, nuanced characters set him apart in an industry often dominated by typecasting. His untimely death left a legacy of what could have been, with many regarding him as one of the most talented actors of his generation, whose true potential we will sadly never know. Number 3. Paul Walker. Paul Walker was an American actor who gained worldwide fame for his role as Brian O'Connor in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you.
Born in Glendale, California in 1973, Walker's career started early, appearing in TV shows and commercials as a child. His good looks and athletic build made him a natural for action roles, but he also demonstrated a strong acting range in drama and comedy. Walker was not just an actor, he had a deep passion for marine biology and was a professional race car driver. Tragically, he died in a car accident on November 30, 2013, while attending a charity event for his organization Reach Out Worldwide, which provided relief efforts for areas affected by natural disasters. At the time of his death, filming for Furious 7 Inches was still in progress. His brothers, Cody and Caleb, stood in for him to complete the movie, which became a touching tribute to his life and career. Paul Walker was loved by fans not just for his on-screen performances, but also for his genuine, down-to-earth personality off the screen. Number 4. Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was a British actor whose film and stage career spanned over 3 decades. Born in London in 1946, Rickman initially pursued a career in graphic design before deciding to turn to acting. He first gained recognition for his role as the villain Hans Gruber in Die Hard, and he continued to take on a variety of roles that showcased his exceptional range. Perhaps he is best known for his portrayal of Severus Snape in the Harry Potter series.
After all this time. Always.
A role that endeared him to a new generation of fans. Rickman's ability to convey deep emotion and complexity made him one of the most versatile and respected actors of his time. He was also highly regarded for his work on stage, particularly in productions of Shakespearean plays. Rickman was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2015, and he kept his condition private. He passed away on January 14, 2016, at the age of 69. News of his death sent waves of sorrow throughout the entertainment community, with tributes pouring in from colleagues and fans alike. His legacy is not just as an exceptional actor, but as a deeply principled and kind individual. Number 5. Robin Williams. Robin Williams was an American actor and comedian whose immense talent spanned both film and television. Born in Chicago in 1951, Williams initially gained fame for his role as the lovable alien Mork in the TV series Mork and Aunt Mindy. However, it was his work in film that solidified his legendary status. Roles in Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, and Good Will Hunting showcased his range from comedic genius to dramatic powerhouse. Williams had the unique ability to make audiences laugh and cry, sometimes within the same scene. Despite his outward cheerfulness, Williams struggled with depression and substance abuse for much of his life. Tragically, he took his own life on August 11, 2014, at the age of 63. The outpouring of grief from around the world was a testament to the impact he had on so many lives, both as an entertainer and as a human being. Number 6. James Dean. James Dean was an American actor who became a cultural icon despite his very short life. Born in Marion, Indiana in 1931, Dean's career took off with roles in East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant, films that explored the angst and discontent of youth. With his good looks and natural talent, he quickly became a heartthrob and a symbol of teenage disillusionment. His acting style was one of the early examples of method acting in film, a technique that emphasizes emotional truth and authenticity. Dean was passionate about car racing, a hobby that would prove to be fatal. On September 30th, 1955, he was killed in a car accident while driving his Porsche 550 Spyder at the age of just 24. The news of his death sent shockwaves throughout the world, and he became immortalized as a symbol of youthful rebellion. Dean was posthumously nominated for 2 Academy Awards and remains the only actor to have received this distinction. Number 7. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman was an American actor renowned for his incredible versatility and commitment to his craft. Born in Fairport, New York in 1967, Hoffman made his breakthrough with roles in films like Boogie Nights and The Big Lebowski, but it was his portrayal of Truman Capote in Capote that earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. Known for fully immersing himself in his roles, Hoffman had the ability to portray complex, often flawed characters with incredible depth and humanity. His roles in films like Magnolia, The Master, and Doubt only solidified his standing as one of the great actors of his generation. Tragically, his life was cut short on February 2, 2014, when he was found dead in his New York City apartment from a drug overdose. At the time of his death, Hoffman was still at the peak of his career, with multiple projects in development. Number 8. Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin was a Russian-American actor who was best known for his role as Pavel Chekhov in the rebooted Star Trek film series. Born in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, in 1989, Yelchin and his family moved to the United States when he was just 6 months old. His career began in earnest with performances in various television shows and indie films, but his breakout role came when he was cast in Star Trek in 2009. Yelchin was known for bringing a unique blend of vulnerability and strength to his characters, making him one of the most promising young actors in Hollywood. Tragically, his life was cut short in a freak accident on June 19, 2016, when he was pinned between his car and a brick mailbox at his home. He was just 27 years old. Yelchin's sudden and shocking death left the entertainment industry in mourning, and tributes poured in from colleagues who remembered him as incredibly talented and kind-hearted. Number 9. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was an American actress, model, and singer who became one of the most enduring icons of the 20th century. Born Norma Jean Mortensen in 1926 in Los Angeles, California, Monroe rose to stardom with a combination of beauty, vulnerability, and charisma that captivated audiences worldwide.
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
She starred in a variety of films, including Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, and Some Like It Hot, often portraying characters who were beautiful but not always taken seriously, much like herself. Monroe struggled with fame, battling issues related to mental health, substance abuse, and a turbulent personal life that included high-profile relationships. She died of a drug overdose in 1962 at the age of 36, in circumstances that have been the subject of speculation and conspiracy theories ever since. Despite the mystery surrounding her death, Monroe's legacy as an actress and a cultural icon has only grown over the years. Number 10. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman was an American actor known for portraying historical figures and iconic black characters with a depth and dignity that made him a hero to audiences around the world. Born in Anderson, South Carolina in 1976, Boseman initially pursued a career in directing before taking up acting. He gained widespread recognition for his roles in films such as 42, where he played Jackie Robinson, and Get On Up, in which he portrayed James Brown. However, it was his role as T'Challa in Black Panther that catapulted him to global stardom. The film was a cultural milestone, breaking box office records and becoming a symbol of representation and empowerment. Tragically, Boseman was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2016, a battle he fought privately while continuing to work on film projects. He died on August 28, 2020, at the age of 43, shocking fans who were unaware of his illness. Tributes poured in from around the world, attesting to his profound impact both on and off the screen. Boseman's roles have immortalized him as a figure of strength and integrity, leaving a lasting legacy that transcends film. Number 11. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a Hong Kong-American actor, director, martial artist, and cultural icon whose influence transcended borders. Born in San Francisco in 1940 and raised in Hong Kong, Lee returned to the United States for his higher education and began to teach martial arts. He soon ventured into Hollywood, but faced typecasting and stereotyping, which pushed him to create his own productions. His films like Enter the Dragon and Way of the Dragon became groundbreaking successes, changing the way martial arts and Asian actors were portrayed in Western cinema. Lee was more than just a film star. He was a philosopher and a pioneer who sought to break racial barriers and promote the beauty of Chinese culture. Tragically, he died in 1973 at the age of 32 due to cerebral edema. The suddenness and mysterious circumstances of his death have led to numerous theories and speculations. Number 12. John Candy. John Candy was a Canadian actor and comedian who made a significant impact on comedy in the 80s and 90s. Born in Newmarket, Ontario in 1950, Candy rose to fame through his work on the sketch comedy show Second City Television, SCTV, which showcased his immense talent for humor and his gift for character creation. He later transitioned to Hollywood, starring in a string of hit movies like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, and Cool Runnings. Candy had the ability to infuse his characters with a warmth and likability that made him a favorite among audiences. Despite his comedic talent, he often grappled with weight issues and faced health challenges. On March 4, 1994, while filming a movie in Mexico, Candy died of a heart attack at the age of 43. Number 13. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood was an American actress who earned fame at a young age and went on to have a successful career in Hollywood. Born in San Francisco in 1938 to Russian immigrant parents, Wood started acting as a child, gaining prominence with her role in Miracle on 34th Street. As she matured, so did the complexity of her roles. She gave memorable performances in films like Rebel Without a Cause, West Side Story, and Splendor in the Grass. Wood had a magnetic screen presence and a talent for portraying characters with emotional depth. Her career, however, was overshadowed by her mysterious death in 1981 at the age of 43. While on a boat trip with her husband Robert Wagner and actor Christopher Walken, she drowned under circumstances that remain unclear to this day. Number 14. Chris Farley. Chris Farley was an American comedian and actor who became a cultural phenomenon in the 1990s through his work on Saturday Night Live and in movies like Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. Born in Madison, Wisconsin in 1964, Farley had an irresistible energy and a physical comedy style that reminded many of his comedic heroes like John Belushi. He could make audiences laugh until they cried, but behind the scenes, Farley battled addiction and health issues related to his weight. His struggles were often the subject of tabloid headlines, overshadowing his immense talent and the joy he brought to audiences. Farley's life was cut tragically short when he died of a drug overdose in 1997 at the age of 33. Despite his brief career, he left an indelible mark on comedy, influencing a generation of comedians who admired his fearlessness and comedic timing. Number 15. Aaliyah. Aaliyah Houghton, known mononymously as Aaliyah, was an American singer, actress, and model who became a global icon in the late 1990s. Born in Brooklyn, New York in 1979, Aaliyah began her career at a young age, signing a recording contract at just 12. Her smooth voice and innovative sound contributed to hits like Try Again, Are You That Somebody, and More Than a Woman. Beyond her music, Aaliyah ventured into acting, starring in films like Romeo Must Die and Queen of the Damned. Her style and artistry influenced a whole generation and set the stage for many artists who followed. Tragically, Aaliyah's life was cut short in a plane crash in the Bahamas in 2001. She was just 22 years old. The aircraft was overloaded with equipment, and the ensuing investigation led to criminal charges against the airline. Number 16. Corey Monteith. Corey Monteith was a Canadian actor and musician, best known for his role as Finn Hudson on the popular television show Glee. Born in Calgary, Alberta in 1982, Monteith had a difficult upbringing, struggling with substance abuse from a young age. His life took a positive turn when he was cast in Glee in 2009. The show became a cultural phenomenon, and Monteith's character was at its heart. His boyish charm and vocal talents made him a fan favorite. While Glee brought him fame and opportunities, Monteith continued to struggle with addiction. Despite attempts at rehab, he was found dead in a Vancouver hotel room in 2013 due to a toxic combination of heroin and alcohol. He was 31 years old. The news of his death shocked fans and fellow actors alike, triggering an outpouring of grief and tributes. Corey Monteith's untimely death served as a sobering reminder of the challenges that can accompany sudden fame, and he is mourned both for his talent and the future that might have been. Number 17. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was an American actress and singer whose career spanned over 40 years, solidifying her as one of the most iconic figures in American entertainment history. Born Frances Ethel Gum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota in 1922, she gained stardom at the age of 16 with her unforgettable role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Garland had a voice that could capture a room and the acting talent to match, earning critical acclaim in films like Meet Me in St. Louis and A Star is Born. Despite her enormous professional success, Garland's personal life was fraught with difficulties, including multiple marriages, financial instability, and struggles with drug and alcohol addiction. These challenges took a toll on her health, leading to her premature death in 1969 at the age of 47 due to an accidental overdose. Number 18. John Belushi. John Belushi was an American comedian, actor, and musician, known for his energetic comedy style and larger-than-life personality. Born in Chicago, Illinois in 1949, Belushi gained fame as one of the original cast members of Saturday Night Live, where his characters became cultural touchstones. He transitioned into film with hits like Animal House and The Blues Brothers, establishing himself as a box office draw. Like many comedians of his time, however, Belushi struggled with substance abuse. His addiction to drugs and alcohol was an open secret in Hollywood, affecting his relationships and work. In 1982, Belushi was found dead in his hotel room at the Chateau Marmont in Los Angeles, the victim of a drug overdose involving cocaine and heroin. He was only 33 years old. John Belushi's death shocked the entertainment world, serving as a cautionary tale about the pitfalls of fame and addiction. Number 19. Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly was an American actress who later became Princess Grace of Monaco, embodying the very essence of Hollywood glamour and European royalty. Born in Philadelphia in 1929, Kelly's career took off quickly with roles in movies like High Noon, Rear Window, and To Catch a Thief. Her beauty, poise, and talent made her a star, but it was her marriage to Prince Rainier III of Monaco that transformed her into a global icon. In 1956, she retired from acting to fulfill her duties as a royal, focusing on philanthropic endeavors. Grace Kelly lived what seemed like a fairy tale life, but tragedy struck in 1982, when she suffered a stroke while driving, resulting in a fatal car accident. She was 52 years old. Despite her untimely death, Grace Kelly's legacy remains intact. She is remembered as a timeless symbol of elegance, and her influence can still be seen in fashion and film. Number 20. Steve Irwin, not an actor but a notable celebrity. Steve Irwin was an Australian wildlife expert and television personality, widely known for his enthusiastic and daring approach to animal conservation. Born in 1962 in Victoria, Australia, Irwin grew up around wildlife, as his parents were involved in animal rehabilitation. He became an international celebrity with his TV show, The Crocodile Hunter, which showcased his hands-on encounters with dangerous animals. His charisma and fearless approach endeared him to audiences worldwide. Irwin was not only an entertainer, he was a committed conservationist, using his fame to advocate for wildlife protection. Tragically, while filming a documentary in 2006, Irwin was fatally pierced in the chest by a stingray barb. He was 44 years old. The news of his sudden death shocked fans across the globe, but his legacy endures through the ongoing work of his conservation foundation and the love for wildlife he instilled in audiences. Number 21. Freddie Prinze. Freddie Prinze was an American comedian and actor who rose to stardom at an exceptionally young age. Born in New York City in 1954, Prinze achieved fame in his early 20s through his stand-up comedy and his leading role in the television sitcom Chico and the Man. With his unique comedic style and undeniable charisma, Prinze became a household name, breaking barriers as one of the few Hispanic actors in a leading role on American television at that time. Despite his professional success, Prinze faced significant personal struggles, grappling with depression and substance abuse. In a tragic turn of events, he died by suicide in 1977 at the age of just 22. The entertainment industry and fans alike were shocked by his untimely death. Freddie Prinze left behind a legacy of trailblazing work in comedy and representation, but his personal struggles serve as a reminder of the pressures that can accompany rapid fame. Number 22. Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi was a Hungarian-American actor best known for his portrayal of Count Dracula in the 1931 film adaptation of Bram Stoker's classic novel. Born in Lugos, Hungary, in 1882, Lugosi emigrated to the United States in the early 1920s and found work in Hollywood. His exotic accent and mysterious demeanor made him the perfect choice for the role of Dracula, which would become his most iconic performance. However, the role also typecast him, limiting his opportunities for diverse characters. Lugosi struggled with this limitation, as well as a morphine addiction that he developed after being treated for chronic pain. His career waned, and he took roles in low-budget films to make ends meet. Lugosi passed away in 1956 at the age of 73 from a heart attack exacerbated by his drug addiction. Despite the challenges he faced, Bela Lugosi remains a legend in the horror genre, and his interpretation of Dracula has influenced countless adaptations and remains a touchstone in popular culture. Number 23. Carole Lombard. Carole Lombard was an American actress known for her roles in screwball comedies during Hollywood's golden age. Born in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1908, Lombard gained fame through films like My Man Godfrey and To Be or Not to Be. Her beauty, comedic timing, and on-screen chemistry with co-stars made her one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Lombard was married to actor Clark Gable, and the two were considered one of Hollywood's glamour couples. In 1942, while on a war bond tour, Lombard was killed in a plane crash in Nevada. She was only 33 years old. The tragedy was a significant loss to the entertainment world, leaving fans and contemporaries devastated. Carole Lombard's influence in film, particularly in the genre of comedy, remains notable, and she is celebrated for her pioneering roles that broke the mold for women in Hollywood. Number 24. Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee was an American actor and martial artist, the son of the legendary Bruce Lee. Born in Oakland, California in 1965, Lee was set on making his own mark in the acting world, separate from his father's enormous legacy. He gained fame through films like Rapid Fire and Showdown in Little Tokyo. However, it was his role in The Crow that would become both his breakthrough and his tragic end. During the filming of the movie in 1993, a prop gun that was supposed to be harmless fired a fragment that struck and fatally wounded Lee. He was 28 years old. His death was a shocking tragedy that stunned Hollywood and fans alike. The Crow was released posthumously and became a cult classic, adding a layer of tragic irony to Lee's promising career. Brandon Lee is remembered for his charisma and talent, a life full of potential that was tragically cut short. Number 25. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortensen, is an enduring symbol of beauty, sensuality, and Hollywood glamour. She transcended her tumultuous upbringing and humble beginnings to become one of the most iconic figures in the history of film and pop culture. Her film roles, most notably in Some Like It Hot, The 7-Year Itch, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, established her as a legendary actress, celebrated for her comedic talent and sultry charm.